So I grew up in the Caribbean in a small island called Dominica. It's commonly confused with the Dominican Republic, but we're not. We're a much smaller island down the chain of islands down close to Central America. And I came here when I was 25 on a path to citizenship through the military, through the US Navy. I've also lived in different countries, right? I've lived in Europe, I've lived in other countries in the Caribbean. One of the things that I can do here in the US that I cannot do overseas is shoot guns, all kind of guns.
To the table. Stay strong. Stay strong.
I'm gonna help you while you look
To
at
the
it.
table. To the table.
Right?
Ain't easy, I can tell.
Ready for it?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. I lived in Spain and I contemplated staying there forever, but I couldn't shoot guns. This is the one thing that I couldn't do. That was pretty important, yeah. So I walked into this store and I looked to the side and they're selling, these pistols and rifles, and culturally I've never seen this before. This is absurd. The guy tells me, you can buy a gun. I'm like, I can buy this right now. Come on, bro, let's do it. As time went along with my little brother, we started shooting, and that was a way to bridge the gap in between our ages, because I'm in my 30s, he's not even 20. So we bonded with this over the years, right? His imagination just always kind of motivated me to try something different, try more, get better. I think one of the more beautiful things about shooting is, if you're actually shooting and actually evaluating what you're doing, the amount of mental engagement is so cool. You don't need a reason. This is America. You just do what's cool. One thing I like about the US is you can be armed. The Second Amendment guarantees that you have that ability, which is uncomparable with any country you go to. This is the one that has that Second Amendment that guarantees that to the people. CMMG Banshee. Over here we have safe, semi, auto.
Gotcha.
Which option do you want?
Auto. Of course.
I help get people into firearms in general.
It started off just learning how to maneuver. If ever I was in a situation, it went from there to learning some tactical things, and it hasn't stopped. Him, anytime I came out to, the range with him, this is what he would work on, and we would have fun, challenging ourselves in hitting those targets, finding our holds. We enjoy ourselves in trying to accomplish that.
This is my 4th time ever shooting. I'm originally from Zimbabwe. I never really liked guns to begin with. Maybe it's a cultural thing. Where I come from, you don't see them often. The main objective today was to get my training down right. All the technicals, how to handle a weapon, how to pick it up, how to make sure that it's clear, and how to feel comfortable, my breathing technique, making sure that I'm breathing right as I push forward. So it's been like practicing, what kind of stance I should be taking when I'm handling different types of firearms.
So the reason why you exhale is because if you keep air in your lungs, then that is also muscle engagement that causes you to fatigue over time. And if you study my movement, I'm like this. When I come up, I breathe. Get all the air out of my lungs.
I think
right?
for me, it's like seeing my husband start his gun business. And over time, I kind of said, you know what, the best way that I can support him is to accept what he's passionate about. So I kind of said, let it be the first step for me to accept what he likes, his interest. And I was kind of observing and watching from a distance. So the more I watched, the more I said, you know what, let me try it out. So don't beat it until you try it, right? It wouldn't hurt to have a woman practice self-defense. So I just took it from that perspective to say I need to learn how to defend myself. I need to learn how to defend my family if my husband wasn't around.
That's beautiful.
Okay.
Now, I think officially right now you went from anti-gun to straight pro-gun. Really? All the way, right? Good. All the way. Okay. Gun owners are so diverse. You do have the guys with the trucks and the the huge flags hanging out the trucks and all that stuff. And then you have the guys who drive a sedan and wear a suit and tie, and they're just as proficient. Most people understand the dangers of these weapons, and they respect that. This one has multiple modes. We have boring mode, and then we got fun mode. Let's see. Yes. But now we can go back to boring mode. If I didn't get on that plane and come to the US, none of this would be possible.